This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. You may begin speaking now.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, just to let you know, this may be the last time I can call.
Why is that?
Yesterday I got called out by the SIS, which is like the head investigators and I guess the head team of the jail.
Yeah.
Who deals with investigations. You probably know what SIS is because you've been to prison before. I got called out by them. They said they contacted Grace on my behalf when I told them not to, but that's beside the point. They went ahead and did that behind my back, and Grace is threatening a restraining order now.
The real Grace is threatening a restraining order? Why is that?
That's my understanding. I don't know. Just because the COs are calling. I don't know any other information other than that. I'm just going off of what SIS has told me. And then they've also told me to stop contact with everyone, or they will be shutting off the phones. And to me, that's a deliberate threat, not only towards me, but that's a threat to the Vanderwalls, Grace. Especially if my public defender is not telling me who I can and can't contact. That's my public defender's fault. And then I also got threatened last night over two things. One thing is that if I contact anybody, they will throw me in the shoe. If I use the phone, which goes against my amendments, my amendments. And to go along with that, they are also saying that Grace is not involved in my case when she is, because she's in my legal discovery, and she's a big part of my case. And to go along with that, I also got told last night by the night shift to go ahead and pack my belongings because I'm getting out. I'm getting my case dropped. But then after I packed up, they came back to my cell, the night shift here at the jail, and they told me, oh, we were just playing around. So I started freaking out last night, going like, why are the COs the last couple days just on purpose doing everything in the world to try to piss me off? Saying I'm getting out. They came on the intercom a couple times last night telling me to pack my stuff, I'm leaving, which never once happened. They were just going all haywire for some reason, like throwing me on purpose into the spotlight in front of these other inmates.
Yes.
I don't know the reason behind it. I don't know why I'm getting the blame.
This call is from a federal prison.
Especially being targeted by me trying to just do my time and get out. And all I want is just to know what's going on with me and Grace. That's all I want. And nobody is even helping me. And psychiatric here at this jail is telling me that my mental health is doing better. But I'm in my cell every single night punching the living crap out of myself. On purpose, beating myself up to where I have cuts and bruises all over my skin and all over my body. Because psychiatric is just telling me that, oh, you're doing great when I'm not. And I've told them that. I told them, I don't know who to believe anymore. My public defender is not doing his job. I don't know why I got deemed incompetent and they're not talking to me about my case. I've been sitting here 6 months, and then psychiatric tells me that, oh, you're doing great. And so I just start punching myself in my face till I have a black eye. Because I feel like they're just playing me on purpose, trying to piss me off. And I feel like I have a lawsuit against that.
Yeah, you don't.
But also, I sent in the BP-8 or whatever it is, the paperwork, the prisoner complaint form, and mail sent it right back to me. They were refusing to send it out.
You talking about the suing paperwork or like a grievance form?
The suing paperwork. They're refusing to even mail it out.
Wow.
And then they're threatening to throw me in the shoe over it.
It sounds like the COs and them are trying to sabotage your relationship with Grace.
That's what it sounds like too. And then also Bob is doing the same thing. He's not answering the calls. Griffin said a couple days ago now that he thinks I should be getting out. He's in agreement with that I should be getting out. But then he hung up the call on me. He refused to talk anything else, and he said, I don't know why you're not out, and hung up the phone. That's literally all he said. And then also Griffin also admitted to being in contact with Bob.
So what are they doing? Are Griffin and Bob?
So, I don't know. Bob is telling me, or he was telling me that last time I talked to him that he was not in contact with Griffin. But Griffin and Grace's mother, I know for a fact, are. And I have proof of that. I have actual proof of that on my phone. Not in jail, but my phone that Bob actually has. I have proof of it. To go along with that, I'm just don't know why I'm being targeted in general, but I'm being actually targeted for some reason, not in a criminal way, or they're not breaking the law as of right now, but they're just on purpose doing things that they know they can get away with just to make me as angry as possible.
Definitely.
I don't know why.
Like that.
Yeah, and then they're trying to say, oh, you're incompetent, you're going to be transferred. They can't transfer me if they're on purpose trying to make me as angry as possible. Deliberately. That's actually that's a lawsuit that I can do because that's illegal. And then also Bob keeps blaming in my legal discovery and just over the phone calls in general, and
This call is from a federal prison.
also in police reports prior to my arrest. Anything that in my legal discovery talks about him, right? He is blaming that it's all AI. Now, AI robots, AI voice, AI pictures, they are actually a thing. But the thing is, I feel like Democrats nowadays, I'm not a Democrat, but I feel like, well, I'm independent, but I feel like Democrats are blaming their mistakes on AI. That's how I feel. And Bob is blaming everything right now. All of the videos, all of the phone calls with him that has ever been leaked on social media, with Clark, a.k.a. Griffin, with Grace, with Tina, or people claiming to be them, he ends up coming back later and saying, oh, it's AI. Now, it's already been confirmed here at the jail that by the correction officers, because I got called out by SIS and other people, but they're telling me that I shouldn't trust even my own family at this point because they're lying. I'm actually correct, and I'm being the victim of my own family. That's what I'm being told now. And the reason why I'm thinking that this might be my last call is because the jail staff are threatening to stop all calls from this day forward.
Yeah, that sounds like I don't know what they have against you. I don't know. It definitely sounds like
I don't know what they have against
targeting
me.
you.
They're targeting me, and my public defender doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Wow. So.
And I feel like I should be able to have contact, and if I'm in the wrong, my public defender can always come visit me for 30 minutes and tell me, like we have proof of this, here's the proof, if you can seize contact with this person. They're not even doing that. So I don't have the proof to be able to verify what anybody is saying. At this point, it's all just words, and it's driving me literally insane.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds very frustrating. I don't know why they would want to. So you've only been in contact with me and Griffin and your dad and Bob, right?
Well, he's kind of like a stepdad to me. He's not my biological dad. But yeah, that's about it since I've been arrested. And not even my public defender, really. But since like early October, like October 3rd, October 4th, I haven't been in contact with Bob at all. I've been trying to call him. He's been refusing to answer. I don't know if he's dead or alive. Nobody will tell me.
Yeah, he was sick, though.
Right. In the meantime, I've been talking with you the most because Griffin is not even answering his phone much. And Griffin wants to give me a number of his friend, but the SIS here is telling me don't do that.
Huh.
Because that's going to add to, I guess, whatever's going on. And I guess as well, Tina is in communication with somebody here at the jail on a regular basis, because SIS told me this, is in contact with the jail staff trying to get a restraining order on me because I'm talking on the phone about her. But yet nobody is sending me the proof. Nobody is sending me anything to even match what they're saying. All it is just words.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm to a point I don't give a fuck anymore about what's going on. I'm just in complete violation of things myself, because it's clear everybody's just violating whatever they feel like. And I'm more of a guy that is like, I will do what I'm going to do until there's proof on paper.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense why she would want a restraining order, because you can't get a restraining order against somebody unless they threaten you or something. But you never threatened her. You just want to make amends with her and get back on her good side and get back with Grace.
Right. That's all I want, is to get back on her good side and try to figure out what's going on. And I haven't even talked to her since I've been here. And she's trying to say that I either have or something, and SIS is getting in the middle of it, but yet they're not sending me, or they're not showing me the proof of their phone call, because they're the ones that are saying, we made the call, meaning SIS made the call to Grace and Tina. I don't even know if Grace and Tina even want that call. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were threatening SIS with a restraining order, or if they were threatening me. But until I have either something on paper or I talk with Tina to try to sort this out, it's just empty threats.
Yeah. I don't know what SIS's problem is. I don't know why they're messing with you, but
and it's not just SIS. Like last night after lockdown, the COs, like I said, told me to pack my stuff, and I was leaving. My case was dropped. I was getting out. I packed up everything. And then after I packed up, I started banging on my cell door and woke up my cellie because he was asleep. It was like midnight. And then at midnight, here comes the CO back to my cell and is like, oh, we were just playing around with you. And I'm like, fuck you. You guys woke me up. Told me to pack my stuff. Now I'm thinking I'm getting out, like you guys were saying, and now you guys are joking about everything. So I just sat in my cell and just started punching the living crap out of myself. And my cellie told me it's not worth it.
Yeah.
They're just trying to piss me off.
It's definitely.
And I was like, I understand that, but it's not okay what they're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely not okay what they're doing, but hurting yourself isn't gonna change anything.
It's not going to help myself either. And I mean, even on top of that, psychiatric is saying that, like, oh, you're doing great. They're not helping. They're not doing anything. So I'm just to a point, I'm just kind of letting it escalate, which isn't good.
That's not good. You want to keep yourself safe. If you start hurting yourself, it's just going to make things a lot worse. So.
Right. And I'm also not, like, psychiatric's not going to put me on suicide watch or anything because I'm not suicidal. So they can't do that. And I've already talked to psychiatric, and they're not going to do it because they already know I'm not suicidal.
Okay.
But anyways, I gotta go. All right, this is absolutely crazy.
All right. Hopefully, I'll talk to you soon if they don't cut off the phones.
All right. Sounds good. All right, bye.
All right. Bye.